Back in the days, one of the best shots was that undershot. Like every video that had that looking down shot was awesome. You know what I mean? So if you could encapsulate that on a cover, you know, that was great.
What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As always, please hit that subscribe button. As y'all know, it's right down there. It's free. That enables us to keep coming to you guys as often as possible with as many interviews as possible. Yes, please hit that subscribe button. Now today on Cover Story, man, we have the honor and the privilege of being joined by General Steele from Smif-N-Wessun, and we are going to be talking about Smif-N-Wessun's The Shinin album cover. So Steele, good day.
Wagwan, people. How y'all doing out there, man?
Yeah.
In case you can't read, it says love life. Love life. That's what we doing.
Absolutely, man.
The mountains, the Himalaya. These knuckles is called the Himalayas. Steel punch. Now, what's up, though, bro? How you doing, man?
Man, everything is good. So here celebrating The Shinin and this the cover of The Shinin.
Yes.
So, and nice sweatshirt, by the way.
Thank you, man. Word. This is done by DGK. Salute to my homies out there on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Smokey Law collaboration.
Yes. So with the album cover, one of the things I remember when I first got to Shinin and looking at the cover, I was just surprised that it was so dark and you couldn't make things out other than the center. So what was the artistic and creative side of that on the design and the art side of things?
The album cover is a straight jack from Roy Ayers. Straight up jack. You know what I mean? Jacking for covers. How Q say jacking for beats, we was jacking for covers. When I first saw that album cover, I was in Beat Miners. I was in one of the Beat Miners cribs, Paul. Baby Paul, and he had the records on the floor. We sit on the floor. I'm digging through the records. I see this record and I see this cover and I fell in love with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just stuck with me, man. And at the time, we was making demos for our album. Black Moon was it was cooking up, so we had to listen and pay attention. But we was able to run around like with Mr. Wall. We got Baby Paul, you know what I mean, Rich Black. And I saw that cover and it was pretty much a wrap. I like, yeah, I think we're gonna have to do this one right here. So, you know, putting it together, we started with Salute Spectre that did the photography. But we had like so many dudes. Like I got like the Polaroid flicks when we had like 15 guys and it was like the circle was like a weird oval shape. You know, it's like some of you cats got to get out. So what we started doing was saying, all right, we need to put in the most prominent dudes in here. So you will see a Rock in here. You will see a Ruck in here, Sean Price. You will see a Strang in here. You will see a Cookie Head. Cookie Head, that's original PNC. You know what I mean? That's the N in the PNC right there. So eventually we formulated and tried to get it the best way we can get it from that Ubiquity album, the way they did it. And I just, yeah, we came close. We did it. We revamped it to hip hop in the hip hop way. I'm grateful that I came out though. Absolutely.
And in addition to the Roy Ayers, when I also saw it, I also thought of Straight Out Compton by N.W.A. So did you guys think of that at all or not?
Nah. That was an afterthought, really. You know, that was an afterthought. It was just so much that, you know, Roy Ayers set the tone, and just seeing that, because that's what we was. You know, we was smoking in the cipher. That was the Brooklyn thing. We was all in the cipher. But then the eye represents the third eye. That represents your higher self. You know, we all got knowledge of self. You know, we all striving to be brighter individuals. So it's like, all right, let's do something that's gonna be memorable, man. Like we might not be able to do it. Like, and you know, and back in the days, one of the best shots was that undershot. Like every video that had that looking down shot was awesome. You know what I mean? So if you could encapsulate that on a cover, you know, that was great.
And then how do you think the cover for the Shinin fit into the vibe and the feel of the album itself?
It was perfect. It was perfect. It was everything. It was one thing about Smif-N-Wessun, you know, everything has to fit. You know, it's like it's a complete package. You know, we say 360 degrees back home, it has to fit. Like everybody in here in this circle is a loved one. This is family. There are no extras in here. You know, it's people that was not in the photo, family that was there, but they understand why these individuals were in that forever. That is a time capsule. That is it. And yes, we all agree it's the I. So yeah, it's very important. I think also listening and learning and looking and respecting, you know, when you do the knowledge on the hip hop in the 90s, dudes were very creative with their art. It's like, how do we separate ourselves? How do we present ourselves in a way? So in that beginning for this project, like this is our idea, bro. Like everything that we was coming with, that's what we wanted. None of this stuff is what the label wanted. Everything was like, yo, Smokey, yo, Tech, woo, bing, bing, da, da, da. And it's like, yep, we with it. Nah, I ain't with that. Nah, nope, wipe your mouth. We cool, chill, relax. And we brought it to the table. It was a full 360 creative process for us.
And I think,
At the box.
yeah, and for me, when I first put the album on and it was the Tim's and Hood check right off the bat, I was like,
Right.
man, this feels like the album cover.
Right. That's right. That's right. Tim, the hoodie life, man. Hoodie life. Yo, we really dress like that. Not only are we Brooklynites, New Yorkers and stuff like that, but we really dress like that. Like when you come to New York, Brooklyn, you're gonna see a lot of Tims and hoods, man. You know what I mean? We really dress like that, especially back then. That was the vibe. That was the vibe of the Rotten Apple, man. You know, Tims and hood. So that's like, yo, you ready? Let's go.
Okay. And then looking back, how do you think that the cover of The Shining kind of set the mood for y'all to enter the stage in your own way?
I would have done it the same way. If I could do it now, I would do it the same way. It's like, and let people know that it was gonna be some goons. There's gonna be a lot of these guys. There's a lot of heads. Some of them you can't see their faces. But it's this one right here you gotta watch for. The eye that watches the watcher, right? As we being watched, we watching too. You know, and these two guys right here, these two guys that's enlightened and they, you know, they illuminated at the moment. Like, all right, they're gonna be the vanguards of this thing right here. And it's a circle, so it's complete. It's gonna spin around. Maybe one day you're gonna see these guys light up, or these guys light up. You know what I mean? So I think it was perfect. It was like it was perfect. Only thing more perfect than the Shining cover was the Black Moon cover. Into the stage. Oof, that's that one right there. Like what we about to do, we don't know, but it's about to be on and popping. And then after that, what came after that? The Helter Skelter cover. Scary. You know, so we was hands-on all our creative process. We wasn't like, yo, rapping in the studio. Even though we was having fun, drinking a lot of 40 ounces and smoking reefer, it's like dudes was like, all right, this is our time to shine. We're bringing this whole package to the table, ideas, everything. We was down with the photo shoots, and we just had a decent setup when dealing with Nervous. Gave us a decent intro, and then Priority set up, provided the overhead for Duck Down to operate in New York. So Drew High and Buck was like, you know, running the show, and it worked out. It worked out really great, man. I'm really grateful.
Clearly, because you're still putting out a lot of great material. America's Nightmare 3, City
Yeah.
Under Siege is in stores now for everybody.
Sir. All facets is everywhere. Bucktown is everywhere, and I am everywhere.
Well, there it is, General Steele. We appreciate you coming through the cover story, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Salute.